let's record this. Alrighty guys, so here we go. When I start you guys in a movement, basically I want you to just continue that movement. They're gonna keep doing it. I might stop and just come forward and kind of, push you through the movement a little bit. But once I start you in a movement, basically just keep doing it so you're given another instruction. So like I said, for anybody who's not there with us live today, welcome to your beginner tutorial for Patreon month 3. This tutorial's focus is going to be your openness and ability to move through your hips and chest, as well as body rolls and body waves. So we're going to focus on a lot of isolations in the hips, isolations in the chest, rolls through the body, and snakes starting at the head, just to work on some of that, because I do believe that those kind of movements kind of become the foundation of all your choreography. So we're going to get started right now. So let's have some fun. Did you die? Woo! That's hard, man.
I'm sweating.
I know. I haven't done anything like that since I used to take beginner class regularly. So
Feels good.
I forgot how tiring that is. But it's really important. And when you practice it and when you study a lot, this is meant to be here for you for the long haul. It's not meant to just perfect today. It'll make all your choreography look better. Because what I see all the time when people are like, how do I add texture? The softness and the smoothness and stuff almost always comes from something that's wave-like in execution, right? So it's either like a soft arm, which is just another wave, or a soft movement in your body, and that's just what we just practiced, right? It's a wave. It's not always a wave in all of its parts, right? When I'm teaching you these, I'm giving you like literally over the top your whole body, and you're not necessarily going to need all those parts. You might just do a small one, or you might just need a little wiggle. But when it's clean and when you're used to using your whole body, you have a better sense of how to use it in compartments. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's how it becomes like the basis of giving you that texture in choreography. When you're watching something and you're like, oh, this looks really stiff, or it looks really like too hard, it often means that on the time where you had to groove, you did this instead of this, which is ultimately just a variation of what we just did. And so we don't usually get time to do this really, to just train, okay, just your hips, right? So at the beginning, we talk about that a lot. I told you guys to change the texture of the groove. And I want you to do that even with your chest. We didn't do the chest like that in this one, but you can, right? So if I had you do the chest hard, because I think that's harder. So we tick them strong, right? But you could also smooth the chest out and make it a bit more like a pendulum rock, right? And that would take you closer into what a hip hop groove might feel like, right? With either an up accent or a down accent. It's that pendulum kind of feeling in just the chest and just the upper back, yeah. So remember, when you're using upper back isolations, that goes from the rib cage to the neck, yeah? Nothing else should really be involved, yeah? Obviously, you're going to have a little movement down below, but when you're focusing on isolations, you really want to stabilize through the legs as best you can so that there isn't any extra opposition from the hips. So you're focusing on just this motion front to back, yeah? And like I said, that also will include the shoulder blades a bit, but not the low back, right? So it might have this, but it won't have this till later when we're pushing that for that reason, to put the whole body together. And the opposite is true when you're doing the hip rolls, right? We want to segment from the belly button to the knees. That gives us our lower body isolation. So you're holding the top strong. They're in a contracted posture. Your hips are neutral. And then just the hips should be moving. Upper back should be moving. Same thing here. Hips forward and back without using that opposition from the rib cage. Yeah, it's very hard. It might not be a huge range of motion, but that's fine, yeah? Most of the time, if you're feeling like your hips aren't moving the way you would like them to, when you don't engage the rib, for me, my hip motion is kind of minimal. It's because my lower back is very tight. So practicing and using stretches to open your lower back and to open your hip flexors will help a lot with this range of motion where you don't have to depend on the rib cage. Yeah, so keep practicing, build those muscles, but then also be sure to stretch those muscles. Hip flexors, lower back. Yeah, they're very important for lower body isolation. Does anybody have any questions for me before we wrap up today? Did you know you could sweat so much just literally doing a hip isolation? No questions for me, Bella? You look good. You look great today. Thank you very much. Great job. How about you? You got anything for me? Do you have any questions for me, Katie Bear?
Too late, my brain's gone to mush.
You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good job today. What time is it in Ireland?
It is 20 to 3 in the morning.
Okay, so I would just like to point out to anyone out there that's watching, said it was too late to get in class. It's only too late if your mind's not in it. Sometimes it takes a little sacrifice. So shout out to Katie, who's up at 2:40 when 57 of y'all sleeping on the job, and you could be here in this class with us, but you're not. So watch my girl. That's how you grow, yeah. Kelly, where are you? Where are you, love?
I'm in Seattle.
Seattle. Oh, nice. How is it over there?
It's not raining, so it's good.
Oh, great day. Great day. How are you feeling? Do you have any questions for me?
I feel like I have a million that I can't articulate. But I think I just need to keep taking some of your basic classes because I want to be like here, and I'm like not even here yet. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's how we
like
start. That's how we start. We have to start somewhere. So wherever you are and you feel like you're starting, that's why you have access to these things for such a long time, because you're meant to watch them over and over again. And I've been doing mostly choreo. Most of my other beginner tutorials are kind of choreography tutorials, but I want to take them back to basics like this. As uncomfortable as it is, I think body awareness is really the foundation of dance, period. And a lot of dancers actually get to this level with pretty not great body awareness. And then they end up having to go all the way back to the bottom and kind of start over in order to get to the next level. So like the true levels of greatness, you need to know your body first. So you need to know how to tick everything and use everything. And that's what these like technique and isolation based classes and tutorials will do for us. And they'll take me back to the basics as well. I can't tell you, it's been probably 5 years since I spent that much time working on body rolls and stuff. And that's a no-no for me and for you. So we're going to do more of it and I'll hold you guys accountable. If you think of any questions that you want to send me after, my Patreon inbox is always open. I love you guys. I'll be back real soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.
Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome. Bye, my loves.